Hey, Cordell Davenport here with SmallApartmentInvestors.com. Have a video for you, but before I introduce the video, I'm going to talk about what is Small Apartment Investors. Now, the goal of the website is to be a resource for current and future owners of apartments that are 5 to 50 units. And this is done through a formula, and this happens in exact order. Number 1, mindset plus skill set plus performance equals results. So this video is going to talk about some skill set, and it's going to talk about net operating income, or NOI. This is the most important thing you should know concerning apartment investing. Understanding what NOI is, because it sets the tone for a lot going forward. Okay, so here is the breakdown formula for how do you find what NOI is. So the NOI is the apartment's income after being reduced by credit loss, vacancy, and operating expenses. So we have here the gross operating income, and then you subtract it with the operating expenses. Okay, it's kind of straightforward, right? With regards to income, this is all the income that comes in from whatever source that you may have established with the property. But you also have to minus vacancy, because it's not 100% of the time that your property will be rented out, or you need some money for the side for improvements or anything like that, or recovery. Now, let's talk about the next position. Operating expenses. Now, this is not so clear. To be considered a real estate operating expense, an item must be necessary to maintain the peace of the property. Loan payments, capital expenditures, depreciation, these are not considered quote unquote operating expenses. Now, if you take a look at this graph right here, you can tell what does fall into that category: utilities, insurance, marketing, property management, etc. But improvements or capital expenditures are not a part of this. Property tax is an operating expense, but your personal income tax liability generated by the property is not. Your mortgage interest may be deductible expense, but it is not an operating expense. You may need a mortgage to afford the property, but you don't need a mortgage to operate the property. Why is NOI so important? So with this right here, what you're looking at is the APOD, Annual Property Operating Data. Take a look at that. Now, this form is very helpful in a lot of different ways. When you plug in the numbers, when you do the math, it should give you the net operating income. And NOI is essential to apprehending the market value of a piece of property. The market value is a function of income stream, and NOI is all about income stream. So when a person buys a property, an apartment building, they buy the income of that property. That's what they want. NOI is one of the most important calculations you should know about buying or selling. Once again, we subtract the operating expenses from the gross operating income, and you have NOI. To get the NOI, you will have to use this APOD. So right now, what I did is I just went on Google, and I Googled annual property operating data, and it gave me this as an example. And if you see at the very bottom, we have our NOI, net operating income. All right, so that's it about NOI. What is it? In other videos, I'm going to talk about how to increase NOI. I'm also going to introduce cap rates, cash on cash return, and internal rate of return, IRR. Look on the hunt, be on the hunt, that is, for those. Continue to check out the website, smallapartmentinvestors.com. Talk to you later.